Halo Infinite may never recover from the bad first impressions that it left. We are now 1 year and 6 months after the launch of Halo Infinite. We're currently middle of Season 3, and the player base is sat around 5,000 peak concurrent players per day, which is almost the lowest the game has had. I think the lowest it ever had was 3,500 peak one day. We are getting close to that territory. When Season 3 dropped, we reached 11,000 players, maybe even 12, and now we're less than half of that, only 4 or 5 weeks, I don't know the exact number, after Season 3 content dropped. We're getting new Forge maps, we're getting new game modes, new playlists, new armors, new events, the fracture events and things like that, but the player base just keeps on declining. I genuinely don't know if Infinite will ever recover. I was optimistic with Season 3 bringing back 5,000 players, but the fact that within a month and a half, it seems like all of those players have stopped playing the game, it just makes me think this level of content, this amount of content per season, is not bringing people back to the game. They'll play it for a couple of weeks and then it's too repetitive. They're gonna leave and go and play something else. Halo Infinite needs a huge arsenal of new content one season somehow. It needs 5 new maps and 5 new modes. It needs some PvE content like Firefight being added, or a huge overhaul of the custom game browser so that matches are easier to find, with a huge new marketing plan from 343 so that the trailer for Season 4 or future seasons get millions and millions of views, not just 200,000 on the Halo channel. Content is now so dry in Halo Infinite that the cycle has repeated of people making Season 4 leak videos, Season 4 suggestions, Season 4 speculations, Season 4, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of Season 4 content now when we are 50 days away from Season 4 happening. That's almost 2 months. Like, this is exactly what happened when Season 2 was halfway through, and people were speculating and doing leaks and Forge videos and fly-throughs of maps and screenshots in 240p that have been leaked on Reddit and stuff like that. That is the type of content that we are now doing again. My subscriber box is now filling up with speculation and leak videos for Season 4. Now, I was guilty of doing this during Season 3. I don't think I'll be doing as much of it in Season 4, and certainly not at this stage. We still have 2 months to go. My channel got a lot of views for showcasing footage, screenshots, and information that I found online regarding the new season of Halo. But we can't be just repeating this cycle. This can't be what Halo content is for the foreseeable future. It's just, it can't be. This can't be it. It's not sustainable. I miss the days where I would hop on Halo with a group of 4 or 5 friends, maybe more, and we'd play custom games for 3 or 4 hours. We'd record some funny moments. I'd see people streaming the same stuff. Then I'd go onto YouTube and see YouTubers with hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers playing those custom games that me and my friends were playing. It seemed like everyone was all intertwined with what was popular and everyone was having fun. You'd get people making race course videos, you'd get people doing map remakes, you'd get people doing like cool artwork using Forge tools that would end up in the Halo 3 and Reach file share service thing. And then you'd get tons of people playing cool custom game modes like Cops and Robbers, or Super Halo Slide, or Mixer. I think the alternative version of that was called like Toilet or something, I don't know, Dumpster, something like that. They were always fun. Fat Kid, Left 4 Dead, the zombies stuff. Just that kind of like fun group of friends customs, and therefore the content that came out of that was what you call like evergreen or long-lasting content that you could watch 3 months to 3 years later and it would still bring you joy. That doesn't happen in Halo Infinite. There is no content like this. I think some people have come close. The first person that comes to mind for me is Ubernick. Ubernick has done a couple of videos around like a Halo game show / Halo fashion show, where people customize their Spartans and show them off, and he'll rate them on like a scale of 1 to 10 or something, and then, you know, some go through to the next round, stuff like that. That reminds me of a very, very old series that I used to watch in Halo Reach. I can't remember the name of it, but someone had a game show, just a general like a games industry game show, but he hosted it on Halo Reach. He made a forge map with podiums where people would stand and he'd ask them questions. He was the presenter. The questions weren't Halo related, they were often things to do with Sonic or Mario or Zelda or the games industry in general, to do with consoles, PC, companies, and he'd do a game show around that, just using Halo as the kind of tool to present it. Stuff like that is missing. We don't have anything like that in Infinite. There's no livable content on the platform. It's all live streams that get deleted after 60 days on Twitch, or non-existent ones on Kick. And then the YouTube side is just content that's all relevant for 2 days, and your views spike for the first 48 hours, and the video is dead for the remainder of time because it's no longer relevant. You may have noticed that I haven't really been pumping out as much Halo content or content in general as I was doing for the first 3 months of the year. Initially I was doing a video every 2 days, sometimes even every day, and now I just can't really think of much Halo related content that I could make unless it was the leak and speculation style content, which yes gets me views, but also sometimes just doesn't feel right making. There's also huge risks involved with making that content, as last time I made a video like that, it was striked by Microsoft, and my channel received a copyright strike, which is very dangerous, and I had to contact Microsoft through email and encourage them to remove the strike and promise that I would never do such thing again. So it's very risky content to make. There's a fine line between leak speculation and actually showing the leaks, or even just mentioning things that are true, especially if you found them through a reliable source that has true information and has leaked them from the studio or something. For those of you who are still watching, I'm genuinely curious. I would like to know in the comments below, how much are you playing Halo Infinite per week? I don't know if that's possible to see for those of you on the Xbox side of things, but on Steam, you can see how much of a game you've played in the last 7 days. I'm really curious. My Halo Infinite playtime per week is now looking between 1 to 2 hours, which equates to like 20-25 minutes per day, which is only a couple of matches, and then I seem to be bored. I'm wondering if the remaining people are also very much the same. So let me know in the comments below how much you are playing Halo Infinite, and if you feel the same way as me. I will still be doing Halo content, of course. I really like Halo, but I think I might try and branch out into some other shooter games, or even just other games in general, while we wait for Season 4 to drop. And hopefully, maybe, just maybe, Season 4 comes with more content than Season 3, and Halo will get, who knows, 16,000 players this time. I really hope so.